Good afternoon, students of class 2. As you know that you have Midsummer Night, this is lesson 5. This is lesson 5. So this lesson 5, we are going to omit it. A lesson 5 ta omit ho gaye. Why? Because you have two parts in Alice in the Wonderland and two parts in Evergreen, and you have three parts in Pied Piper. So altogether it will become a big lesson. So I'm giving you only those three lessons there, and one is for reading. It is not counted as three lessons. It is counted as first part, second part, first part, second part, and the three parts. So because of that lengthy parts of the lesson, we have omitted lesson 5. Lesson 5 হবে না কেন ওইগুলো যে লেসনটা আমরা দিলাম ওটা এক পার্ট, কারোর মধ্যে দু পার্ট আছে আর কারোর মধ্যে তিন পার্ট আছে। ওকে, সো নাও উইল বি হ্যাভিং ওয়াটার বেবিজ শুধু রিডিং হবে, as the page number is given there from 48. So you just see. Now this will be only for reading. Water babies, country dirty. Okay, Tom was a tiny chimney sweep who lived in a big town with his master, Mr. Grims. Okay, one morning, Mr. Grims and Tom set off to sweep the chimneys of a big house in the country. Tom had never seen wildflowers growing and he wanted to stop and pick a few from the roadside. But Mr. Grims would not allow him to do so. This is how you are going to read, children. Okay, now when they came to the house, Tom was sent up to the chimney of one of the rooms to sweep away the soot. When he came down, he found himself in a bedroom where he saw a little girl lying in a snow-white bed. Looking around, he saw a little black boy standing near him. Tom was looking at himself in a long mirror. For the first time in his life, he saw that he was dirty and he began to cry. Just as he was going to hide up the chimney, the little girl woke. When she saw Tom, she saw a loud scream. She gave a loud scream. Her nurse came running in to see what was the matter. Tom sprang out of the open window into a tree, slid down and ran off. Okay, children, this is how you're going to read. Now coming back, that night Tom slept in a shed. The next morning he saw a stream and said to himself, I must be clean, I must be clean. So he took off all his clothes and dived into the water. By and by he sat down on the big leaf of a water flower and fell fast asleep. When Tom woke, he was a water baby. One evening he heard a voice close by say, down to the sea, down to the sea. So down to the sea Tom went. One day Tom was helping the water babies to mend seaweeds. He saw someone standing on the shore. It was Ellie, the little girl whom he had seen asleep in the snow-white bed. Now coming back to the third part, Tom was not always a good water baby. Sometimes he put stones in the mouths of the sea flowers. One day, a lady called Mrs. B. Dunby, as you did, came with sea cakes and sea toffees for good water babies. She did not give Tom any. She popped a stone into his mouth. This made Tom sad, so another kind lady said she would send someone to teach Tom to behave. She was Ellie, who had slept in the snow-white bed and whom he had last seen standing on the shore. Tom soon became a good and kind as Ellie. In a very short time, she was able to invite him to her home on Sundays and sometimes even on weekdays. That's all. Children, this is how you're going to read. Anywhere the teacher will ask you to read. যেখান থেকে टीचर जिज्ञेस करते पारे कहीं से भी टीचर पूछ सकती है. So just do this lesson for your reading. That's all. ठीक है. Lesson 5 is omitted. Lesson 5 হবে না. ওখানে lesson 9 শুধু reading হবে and Alice in the Wonderland হবে, Evergreen হবে, question answers and Pied Piper হবে. ठीक है. যত পার্টস আছে সব হবে और प्लस এই রিডিংটা হবে. Did you understand? Now spellings will be from Alice in the Wonderland, Evergreen and Pied Piper. এই তিনটের মধ্যে স্পেলিং আসবে আর শুধুমাত্র এই লেসনটা What a Baby's রিডিং হবে. Hope you all have all understood, children. Thank you.